person they were like this.
They never do. Okay.
I'm coming.
So they will play on the game of the Ele of play City no that is not good. Am I talking about I'm going to tell you about play. In fact, I was talking to this man. What is here so toxic and so dangerous? All the institutions.
All right, thank you so much, viewers, for joining us once more on the program. This is City Standard and Michael Adekunle. We appreciate your love and support on the platform. We say thank you so much. All right, all the way from United States of America, I have King Gary on the platform this morning. King Gary, good morning to you. Akim, all the way from Finland, welcome you on the program this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. It is the 7th of April 2025, and we are right here at the stand, Oba News Stand, Lagos, Nigeria, reaching you live. Yeah, reaching you live. Of course, as usual, I have our respondents with me at the stand this morning. Like I do say on the program, both the reviewers and the viewers are all reviewers on this platform. Thank you so much, Raf, from United Kingdom, for joining me. We have Gbona Kingsley, all the way from Madrid. Welcome you on the program this morning. You see King Smith in the United Kingdom. We say thank you so much for joining us this morning. I can see you. All right, Kate Perry, all the way from India. We say thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your presence on the platform, in the comment section this morning. Thank you so much. All right, what do we have today on the program? A brand new week, brand new money. Andrew Ogunjimi, you're welcome. All the way from United Kingdom. We say thank you so much for joining us this morning. I can see you. I see you. We love you. All the viewers, global viewers on this platform, we say thank you for joining us. Andrew, you're welcome. All right, what do we have today? What is the North saying concerning the state of security in the country? Incessant killing in Nigeria. And that's what we're discussing this morning. Of course, the Arewa Consultative Forum, that's ACF, has told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare state of emergency on insecurity in Nigeria, especially in Plateau. Yeah, Plateau. Incessant killing ongoing in Plateau. And the president needs to do the needful at this point in time. Of course, the president is not in the country. He's in France. But, well, everything is still in order. Yeah, everything is still in order. Initially, we thought President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was doing well, was winning the war against insecurity in the country. But as it is now, it seems the reverse is the case in Nigeria as we speak. The reverse is the case. He was doing well, honestly, at some point. But Raphael, please, can you allow me talk, Raphael? You don't come this morning. All right, you can say good morning to the viewers. If you want to greet the viewers, you can say good morning to the viewers.
Good morning to you guys. Good morning, everybody.
All right, thank you so much, Raphael. All right, quickly to what we have this morning. Plateau killings. Plateau killings. Declare state of emergency on insecurity. ACF tells federal government, let us maintain decorum. Please, let us maintain decorum. Don't distract me. Plateau killings. Declare state of emergency on insecurity. ACF tells federal government. On to the next one. What is Adeboye Enoch saying to Nigerians this morning? Don't stop praying for the nation. Adeboye begs Nigerians, don't stop praying for the nation. Enoch Adeboye begs Nigeria, that's the leader of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. He's begging Nigerians to keep praying for the nation. But at this point in time, is it prayer we need in the country? We shall be looking at it together this morning. We are not Tinubu's rubber stamp. That's what the Senate is saying. That's what the Senate is saying. We are not Tinubu's rubber stamp, says Senate. Kalu demands swift prosecution of expatriates, police officers, killers, expatriates, police officers, killers in Abia. On Anambra State, that's the gubernatorial election that is slated for November. Of course, that was a primary election that took place there. Yeah, the primary took place in Anambra. And what do we have here? Ukachukwu defeats Ozigbo, clinches APC ticket. And there is a comment by this APC gubernatorial candidate in Anambra. What did he say? He said, it's possible for the ruling All Progressives Congress to take over power from the incumbent governor of Anambra State, Soludo. On to the next one. Ex-Oyo Governor Olun Loyo dies at 89. Can go to pages 2, 5, and 25 to see this story. Why Nigerians shouldn't be coerced to vote by lawyers. On to the next one. The Daily Trust. Oh, yes, please, can you come closer? Thank you so much. All right, on to the next one. The Daily Trust newspaper. Take It Back movement insists on protest. The Take It Back movement insists on protest. Demands reversal of Rivers emergency rule. Alleges rights abuse, misuse of Cybercrime Act. Police urge caution. Police urge caution. Now to the pictures right on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. One of the destroyed buildings and persons displayed in the recent attacks in Boko's local government area of Plateau State. Like I said, incessant killing is ongoing on in Plateau State. That on this platform we are saying no to. We are saying no to killings in Plateau State. And don't forget, I said it earlier on that the Arewa Consultative Forum has told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare a state of emergency on insecurity in the country. That's the way he declared state of emergency in Rivers State. You're welcome. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Morning. Thank you. Good morning, viewers all over the world, wherever you're watching us from. God bless you.
All right, wherever you're watching us from, we say thank you all the viewers on the platform. All right, quickly to the comment section before I proceed. King Henry is here. Good morning.
The Palace. Good morning. King Henry himself.
All right, King Henry, you're welcome on the program this morning. We appreciate your support, your love last week. Thank you so much.
Always
support.
But Mike, don't you think that one of these days we just do something for that gentle, handsome, big man? You understand? Because I had the privilege of seeing him physically.
Yeah.
I saw the level of humility. I saw someone who should have been in position of leadership in this country. With the kind of mindset he have and the experience and all that, I think we just, and he has been very, very, supportive on daily basis. You know, I think one day we will just dedicate one day for to celebrate him among others.
All right, thank you so much, Onyeze. On to the next one, Akim Adesina Bada. Good morning, everybody. Welcome you.
Good morning.
Ralph Olu, welcome you. Kingsley, you are here as well. Kate Berry is also here. We appreciate your presence this morning. We have Nambi Anusi, all the way from Netherlands. He's watching us here. And we say thank you so much for joining us, Nambi. Lucky 59, you're welcome on the program. All right, all the viewers, welcome you on today's program. All right, before I proceed, we need to wish Mrs. Enoma Osadeye a happy birthday. Today is her birthday, and all together we need to wish her happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, Enoma. Happy birthday to you. We wish you many happy returns of the day, long life and prosperity. Hip, hip, hip. Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Yes, may the good Lord continue to bless you and give you many, many more returns.
Amen. 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 Of course, she has told us to celebrate with her. Drink and eat. After the program, we eat and drink. Celebrate with her. She's in Germany. She's watching us from Germany.
Wow.
We are here in Nigeria celebrating this morning, which we'll be doing after the program. All right, thank you so much, Mrs. Enoma.
Happy birthday to you once
birthday
again.
to you and to your husband, Mr. Ben. We say happy birthday to both of you. Both man and woman. So that they celebrate together.
Lucky would have been here to give you a big shout out.
He said. Oh, not forgetting that next week is my own birthday too.
Of course, we are
14th of February.
We are already warming up towards that.
Why are you warming up?
I go gym now. Go train. I will provide the backup. I will one of the backup security. Yes. Make sure that no harm is done.
All right, thank you so much. It's always good to have the viewers and the reviewers on the platform. All right, thank you so much. Okay, take it back movement. Take it back movement insists on protest today, the 7th of April 2025. Demand reversal of Rivers emergency rule. How is it going to be? The security agents are telling this movement not to embark on any protest today. Maybe it's because of protest. I don't know. Of course, we always witness violence, while embarking on protests in Nigeria. But I've talked about Musa and said they are embarking on a peaceful protest, but the police has warned, please don't come out, don't protest. What do you have to say, sir?
I think that's what police did the last time they embarked on hunger protest. They should come out and protest. This is their right, and nobody's going to stop them. The police will always use those kind of words as usual to continue to manipulate their consciousness and see how maybe they can easily turn it down. Because once you're out there on the street, it means that there's a situation in the country that needs urgent attention. And from the international scene, from outside the world, those nations abroad and others, they will begin to have focus on Nigeria because of the alertness. Protest is free; anybody can protest at any time. But I don't think that this one is going to be a nationwide strike because the northern youths have already, distanced themselves from the protest. And of course, personally, I would advise all the Igbos, all the Easterners, all the old Eastern region to stay away from the protest.
Stay away from the
Yes,
protest.
they should.
Why? Are they not part of the country?
They
are Nigerians as well.
They are,
and they have the right to protest.
You know what it means.
Are you telling them not to speak up on the state of the nation or what?
Of course, if the northern youth can pull out completely, the northern part of the country can pull out. I don't know what happens when it comes to Igbo thing. A lot of things will be factored into it at the end of the day, and they might go a long way to start losing their properties, their businesses, and all that. So, my question is this: so, and the rest, take it back Nigeria, who are organizing this movement, protest often and on, just for in Lagos and Abuja alone. I don't know what they intend to achieve. The last one they did, I said, for me, I don't see the impact, but it is okay for every Nigerian to come out and hit the street, protest over the issues they are not comfortable with, and they should not make it look as if it is just a normal thing. You know what? The protest, when you did the first one, you did the second one, you did the third one, and things continue to get worse on daily basis. Then I ask Sowore often, what is the impact of doing this kind of protest often and on, and so we don't get results?
The results.
That's the area I'm personally looking at.
Are you faulting him for that? Or
I'm saying it. See, there's all the demands. The last time we engaged in hunger protests and the rest of them,
yeah.
and up to now the hunger got worse. But I know then that,
which means the protest is not making any impact.
that's what I knew then, that they said after some time, if there's no changes, they will embark on. It means we wanted something big, we wanted something that have a more state, more national outlook, so that it will have a direct impact. But this one, people always singling out Lagos and Abuja alone for protest. How does it have? It doesn't have a direct impact. The labor is not involved. So many civil society organizations are not involved. So it's just the normal paparazzi. Okay, I'm not against it. You can go on and on and on and do it.
Are you saying it won't hold waters or what? Is that what you're trying to say?
It has not hold any water. The last time you saw, you understand, we were there at the venue of the protest. We saw the long walk from under bridge there to somewhere Orego or thereabout, where everybody have to, the impact has been made and everybody have to go up. I think down to Kanifa Meat Park, But what I'm saying that after all these things now, what is the impact? What is the impact of this thing on Nigerians? Well, if it does continue to create that kind of awareness, for them to look at the issue that has to do with hunger and all that about, it's okay. But I can tell you that anything that does not have the national outlook, support, I don't know how it's going to have a direct impact, or even attractive, because some of these people, the way I see them, these people, they're heartless, so they don't care. I can tell you, they don't care. Look at what is going on in the country, and it seems there's no solution to it. The man is already in France, holidaying and busy appointing. You can see the appointment is already ongoing. But fortunately, those who is appointing now are the people who were actually criticizing him. He keep on giving them appointment on daily basis. So I think it has gotten to a point that the Nigerians themselves need to define themselves, need to ask questions, need to know at this point that it has gotten to a point of no return. What do we actually do? Or are they waiting for a situation where something, unexpected, like ESAT, will ignite a revolution? I think to that extent, because they had Nigerians loud and clear during ESAT and they were able to do something. So this more of insignificant protest, of you understand. I don't think it will have a very deep impact to the extent that the government want to see how they can do one or two things, even though at the end of the day they will not be able to do anything.
What impact the ones the protests that the Nigerian Labour Congress, the TUC, and all of that, and civil society organizations, what impact did the protests they were involved in make in Nigeria? What impact?
It has no impact.
Because you're talking about the Take It Back movement.
Yeah, it has no impact unless the economy is totally shut down. Everything that has to do with the economy is shut down. that's when they will try to see if they can listen and call for negotiation and all that. But this Bring Back Nigeria revolution, so whatever.
They see it as a mere protest.
You understand? Nigeria is already very much not giving it too much attention. Imagine
is it because of Showore or what?
No, the impact, the collectivity, the synergy, the strength, it's not there. The strength is not there. The mobilization is not there. Do you understand? Imagine the protest is going on today. Everybody's outside
going about their normal activities.
No, psychologically, you need to know that it has lost moral value.
All right, quickly to Plateau State. Yeah, Plateau. The Arewa Consultative Forum has called on the federal government to stop the attack by terror gang on defenseless communities in Plateau State. And they are saying enough is enough. Even the National Security Advisor, Madam Ribadu, has spoken, saying that this is uncalled for. What do you think the president can do at this point in time? Because initially, or at first, when he assumed office, it seems he was kind of having an edge, and kind of defeating these terrorists. But this time around, it seems the president's action against terrorism in the country is declining.
It's not declining. There has not been any action towards that direction. Mike, forget. I know what I'm talking about.
There has not been any action.
There has no action towards that direction. But the fact is that when you see Arewa Consultative Forum, Concerned Northern Group, and so many other groups within that region coming out to say insecurity, forgetting that Nigerians still have record and history of how they documented, recorded, and powered the insecurity that's going on in the northern part of the country. And of course, there's spreading in other part of the southern Nigeria. They powered it. That's because of whatever reason they have. I'm telling you, and I can say it over and over and over and over again. They are the one that engineered what is happening there because they have an agenda. Now, what Tinubu is talking about, state of emergency and that, is it more of what we had during Buhari? We had a lot of things under Buhari. To an extent, they say they are bringing 1,000 Tekuno aircraft to do it at the end of the day, bro. Leave that thing. The only solution to the Nigerian issue is balkanization. There's nothing you can do about it, and any agenda to line up, for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to queue with the northern agenda in the south, bro. I can tell you that it is going to lead to something else that Nigeria will not be comfortable with. Because if you are talking about state of emergency, what do you mean by state of emergency? The generals in Nigeria, the serving generals and retired generals, are contributing money to pay kidnappers to rescue one of their victims. So what else? What are you talking about? Where the generals themselves are contributing? Do you know what it means? So this thing, we need to understand what is happening. As if government does not understand what they know what is happening, and for political reason and what they stand to gain. That is why they pretend as if for how many decades now we are talking about insurgency and the thing is spreading in the south. You can see the killing all over the south. They are saying the president. You are just making mockery of our side. Unless those who don't want to understand the reality on ground. But we keep on saying it. Nigeria should separate. As simple as that.
What of the office of the National Security Advisor?
Has it been? All this one. What is the state of Ribadu a few years ago? Because they have just offered him appointment. What was his fate about Nigeria? The Ribadu himself, who Ribadu himself believe in Nigeria. How many of them can come out and tell you they believe in Nigeria apart from crude oil money? They don't. That's the fact. Everybody is talking about one Nigeria. The interest is crude oil. How they were going to look at. I don't want to say that it has been authenticated, but I know that if Nigerian media are serious, they should publish the latest report from United States Gazette, where all the names, all the money of Nigerian politicians, their names, their amount, and everything was released few days ago. And when you look at them, they are the one that will come out and tell you they are fighting corruption. But they have billions running into dollars, start in US bank account. But tomorrow you see them on national TV that they are fighting corruption. How do you not justify the insecurity that they are not part of the insecurity? Where you saw what happened in Zamfara, I think it should be in Zamfara, where the governor is saying that they arrested a certain bandit, and the bandits called somebody in Abuja in less than 24 hours without the governor's consent. Those bandits were released. So what are we talking about?
All right, on the issue of protest, we have our viewers commenting here. Dandy, okay, the best protest should be about insecurity. That is more important than any other thing. That should be a national issue. That's the issue of insecurity in the country. But is there any approach that we've not applied in tackling insecurity in Nigeria?
Mikey, thank you for that question.
Have we exhausted?
Is there any approach? Which means what have we not done? What have experts not suggested? They have suggested technology. They have suggested grazing, whatever, ranching. Yes, ranching. They have suggested a lot of things to make sure that, at least to an extent, insecurity. Okay, I'm not talking about armed robbery. Do you understand what I'm saying?
You're talking about terrorism.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Terror, clearly terror. The acts of terror is being seen on Nigeria on a daily basis. Guerrilla warfare, killings. They are saying, so what are we not exhausted? Who do we want to go? I know how many times Buhari have to change his officers. I know how many times, I know what it takes Bola Ahmed Tinubu to start appointing whoever he feels that he can occupy, it can handle security issues. To the extent they handed it over to Ribadu. What has Ribadu done now? Bros, these guys, they are doing these things, know what they are doing. As simple as that. You don't need anybody to come and tell me that a host government themselves who see security as one of the fundamental things of essence of government, of governance, cannot be able to stop this menace for half a decade now. Let me say half a century.
Now, since we've exhausted always in tackling this, should we switch to prayer?
Adeboye
said it. Don't stop praying for the country.
We don't need those ones who are supposed to form a pressure opinion on the government. You can see how they are behaving. I'm totally disappointed with the way God has powered these Christians leaders to an extent whereby they become a formidable voice of record, of strength to the issue that has to do with the leadership in Nigeria. But you can see, no. Khan is not saying anything. They will stay here and they murder thousands of reverend fathers in the north. They say they are Khan. They are Pentecostal Fellowship of the Association of Nigeria. They say they are this. They don't have anything to say. Then those who are in the ranks of Adeboye and others, they don't have a unique unionism that can challenge any system. Call them to order, because you have yes. I know that regime alone, employs more than some of the state governors in Nigeria. He pays salary on daily basis more of the state governors. He has a large workforce, but you can see the way everything is going. Everybody seems to be, how do I put it, running for his own selfish and whatever, or whether it's under pretense. Clearly, Nigeria is not meant to work. I can tell you, and we will not advocate for peaceful disintegration, because see, bros, you don't know what is happening. All these people that are telling you declare state of emergency, they are not announced, telling Tinubu to they are behind the insecurity. As simple as that. They are the ones behind insecurity. Bros, do you know how much? Go and calculate national budget on insecurity. They give to all these chief of army staff and all of them. On yearly from more than half a decade. Go and look at the budget.
They are benefiting from it.
Bros, leave that. Okay, now I'm telling you that the generals themselves are contributing money. Mike, it's not funny. Then imagine where the DSS boss said that everybody should defend himself.
All right, let's quickly go to the eastern parts of the country. Let's look at what the council of Mazin Ambikano said. AG Mako. He said Nigeria's unity has been weaponized against the Igbos. I don't know how true that is. Is it true?
Okay, you know,
that one Nigeria has been weaponized against the Igbos?
Okay, that message, that statement credited to Ejimako is 1,000,000 times correct.
Correct.
Unless you want to pretend.
Should that be coming out from the mouth of a lawyer?
Of course, an activist, a lawyer activist, of course. And also, it's a statement that calls for attention. It's a statement that, depending on how government is going to interpret it, do you understand me? If they interpret it from the other angle, it will have a negative effect. But if you interpret it from another angle, it will have a positive effect. As simple as that. But to say it very clearly, that statement is 1,000,000 times correct. I listened to an Hausa man yesterday from the north. You understand, where he said that the basis of Nigerian unity is not based on patriotism, it's based on what is the crude oil in Biafran land. And Hausa man is saying it. But the unity we are talking about in Nigeria is not a patriotic one.
It's a fake one.
It is based on how much is. Bro, imagine, I can tell you that if they do anyhow, and we are watching, if they do Tinubu anyhow, Tinubu will turn to will power Yoruba agitation. I can tell you. If they think he's playing, look at the way he's taking his appointment. He's mounting the Yoruba people in all the strategic positions. What does that tell you? In all the positions, he's busy mounting them. He doesn't care. They're not complaining. Does he listen to them? If they fail to give him ticket, if he fail to win 2027 election, I can tell you that Tinubu will support, and the whole world will support him, because it has gotten to the point of no return. Nigerians don't know what to do again. The government themselves have lost faith. Everybody is depending on what they are going to come into your pocket at the end of the day. It's as simple as that. There's no anybody that's telling you is that unity is fake. What Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer is talking about is 1,000,000 times correct. There's no unless you want to bring some kind of funny and reckless logic into it. No, when you want to really defend the North themselves acknowledge it.
All right, away from that, let's quickly move to Anambra State. Anambra, where Soludo is presiding as the head of the state. Last week they had their primaries. The party had their primaries. The APC, Labour Party, and ABGA. But PDP's primaries have been postponed till maybe, is it April 20 something or so. But the question is, let's look at what the track records of Governor Soludo. Does he deserve another term? Does he deserve a second term? Does he deserve the vote of the people?
I think Abga have given him a second term ticket. They have given, but unfortunately, personally, I'm a bit disappointed.
You feel disappointed? How?
With the way he governs his policies in Anambra State, and governance generally. I not too like Soludo style.
Which means his administration has fallen short of expectations.
Yes. When I'm one of the people that said he should go and supported, even that I did not vote for him. I don't know him. But from his antecedents when he was CBN governor, what his economic projections as at that time was one that is worth it. But you can see he has come into governance. You can see what he's doing. Business, chasing what does not concern him, arresting traditional native doctors up and down. Say now that one will come to do for Anambra State. To an extent, you want to stop evangelism in a Christian state like Anambra State. That they should not be carrying out evangelism in any place. Who tells you that? There are people who are selling Otapia Pianko. They are using small microphone to shout. You don't shut them down. There's somebody who is preaching the word of God that created you. He said you don't want to see that. I beg. let him, if he wins anyway, let him win and just do his stuff and just. Soludo is not something to talk about. This he has something that many people believe that he would have brought to Anambra State to transform Anambra State, but unfortunately, we have not seen that. So
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Onyeze Chinedu Michael. All right, Mr. Vincent, you're welcome on the program.
Good morning, Mr. Mike.
All right.
Thank you for having me. Good morning, our esteemed global audience, especially Mr. Andrew Ogujimi, Muki Great, our latest celebrant. Can you please remind me?
This is a normal.
This is a normal. I say happy birthday to you. More grace to Ebo. Thank you for being there. And you continue to soar to greater height. This celebration never be your last in the land of the living, in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Nigeria.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Vincent. Why haven't this administration defeated insurgency in the country? What is the problem?
Successive administration, until now, has found security, terrorism, and other infiltration or infraction in our body security architecture, a body to control. Because I say this in unmistakable terms, because I know that it has become an Herculean task for every successive government. That goes to show you that all is not well with our security fabric as a nation. Because across the length and breadth of this nation, you will see that everybody is crying. You can see a lot of people are resorting to self-help because that faith, that confidence that we used to have in the days of yore in our security setting is gradually fading away by seconds. And you tell me, you agree with me, Mr. Mike, that the nation is sitting on a keg of gunpowder, because which might soon explode. And a lot of security experts, they have said that when we look inward, let us see. I've already conversed on this platform that what is the modus operandi of engaging personnel into our security outfits nationwide. Imagine some foreigner infiltrating into our security body politic, and you continue to expect that how do you think that we can have confidence in whatever they do when everything has been infiltrated by the so-called terrorists in uniform itself? Then you cannot even, because all what we know is the terrorists that come outside, but those terrorists that are working inside and are donning our national uniform, the national identity, what are they doing? I think it's high time the so-called people at the helms of affairs to look inward and see. They have to do they have to rejig it. They have to do a synthetic overhaul of our security architecture for us to have a very varied and a very effective security workforce.
But let's be sincere with ourselves. Is the federal government truly committed to ending the crisis in the northern region, especially Plateau?
You see, that Plateau case has become an enigma. It's a recurring decimal because it has always been there, even proud before the now, when President Tinubu took 2 grains of governance. We used to hear and we've seen terrorism of all shades and manner happening in Plateau State, within that axis, Plateau and Benue, because they used to be one before, but still we are still experiencing it. Has now doused. Every attempt by successive government to douse or to rather whittle down the effort of these terrorist activities has not been able to see the light of the day by successive government that have taken the reins of governance. And you begin to wonder that it's like they have lost touch with how to defeat terrorism in the land. Not only in Plateau State, across the length and breadth of Nigeria. It's only the one that is being reported that we hear. What of those that are being reported and that happens in the creeks and all those trenches? You understand? You begin to wonder that what is really happening. We cannot continue like this. Nigeria is a land flowing with tears and blood. Our former what is his name? The late Afrobeat king, Fela Nicola said, Nigeria is a place, a land that is flowing with tears and blood. People are crying. For how long are we going? Where thou go, Nigeria? That is my team today. Because when you look at all these things, for everybody we keep on saying that all the slogan we kept hearing on papers, on tube, on TV is that they are on top of the game. Whereas they are not on top, they are even far below the bottom of the game. For how long are you going to continue? Thousands of people are being made on a daily basis, and you keep on telling us that you are on top of the game. Which game are you on top of? When lives are being lost, those lives that were lost, they are potential great leaders of tomorrow. They have potentials hidden in them. They have been sent to into the grave through this unwholesome act of terrorism.
Now that this issue of insecurity has escalated, should the president declare a state of emergency on insecurity in Nigeria?
I think yes, it's high time the president declare a state of emergency on security, because it is more than called for now, because we really need it. Because where there is no security, what other things? Investors will run away, economy, this thing will be in shambles, everything will be in the doldrum, nothing will work. It will continue to instead of running at a high speed, like other progressive nations of the world, will continue to stutter along the path of industry or industrialization as we have it. So if all these things, if they need to just declare a state of emergency, every hands must be on deck. You have to call everybody on deck, so that we have to sit down and see how the security architecture can be rejigged for better and effective performance. Because this is not the kind of egalitarian society that our forefathers wish for, that we are having now. Instead of progressing, we are receding very fast and into the abyss.
Are you among the Nigerians that are questioning the office of the National Security Advisor?
Yes, because I'm a stakeholder in Nigerian projects. As long as I am a citizen of this country, I don't want a lame duck to be our National Security Advisor. If he's a lame duck and he doesn't know what to do, I think there's no business, because it is our commonwealth that is being used to pay this man. If he's just there collecting money, fat money and other allowances, and we are not seeing the handwriting on the wall of his performance, then he has no business being there. That is my own take, because I believe that being a stakeholder, people pay tax. Nigeria is already overburdened. Are we getting the commensurate fair governance from this government, as we are being made to expect? Everything that we expected them from the mandate given to them has not been seen. We are not even enjoying it. It's alarming. It's appalling in the extreme.
All right, we have Ray Raymond saying that Ribadu is the only one working in that government. Is it true about Ribadu's diligence in his work?
I will not say he's not diligent enough, because I believe security matters is not a one-man show. It's a networking of a team. He has some other governmental agencies that he can collaborate with and come out with something constructive about security architecture, so to say. And when I say this, I say it with very, very act of sincerity, that he ought to have liaised with other security, like NIA, the DSS, and other security outfits, the Nigerian Armed Forces too. He liaised with them and see what is really wrong. Where have we gone wrong?
Have we addressed the root causes?
Yes, these are some of the things. I said it earlier. We have to see how we engage people into our security outfits in Nigeria. How do we engage? Is it paddy? People that ought to have been engaged through, on merit, they subjected them to, subjected them to the background. They now use I know you, you know me. And when you enlist, I know you know me, then you subjected the people that ought to do it with due diligence to the background. Then what do you get? You cannot, when you, where you have monkeys, you are bound to see bananas. That is what Nigerian state is all alike. Is all like now.
All right, Adeboye has told Nigerians to keep praying. Please don't stop praying. That's what the leader of the Redeemed Christian Church of God said this morning on papers. Can prayer solve the situation in the country?
You see, it is even a common knowledge that even in the Bible, the Holy Book, they say prayer without work is dead. If Baba Adeboye say we should pray, but it depends on the context in which he said he made such a statement. I want to believe that I want to believe that he has his own way, and he knows what he said at that time. Maybe in the context of what he said, I am not in his mind. I don't know what made him to elicit such a statement. But I want to believe that whatever we need to do, we cannot continue to call on heavenly chariot to help us to come and solve our nation problem that is confronting us as we see it, because these are physical things. They are not something out of fiction. We have other nations of the world. They have been able to stem whatever. Okay, look at Rwanda today. Rwanda in Africa is a destination point for where people go now to enjoy, to have holidays. It used to be a place that is a no-go area during the time of the past, during the Tutsi-led armed struggle and what have you. But today, we see Rwanda. Then Nigeria should don't forget about we are the giant of Africa, because a person, when you cannot humble yourself, ask all those countries that are doing well, that were formerly not doing well, that are not doing well, how did they get to where they are today? We should throw away our pride and be able to learn from those people that are even progressive, so that we too we can join among the people that progressive nations of the world.
Okay, is it true that one Nigeria has been weaponized against the Biafrans? Is it true?
Mr. Mike, I want to say one thing. I don't believe that one Nigerians have been weaponized against the other, because we live in Nigeria. We know terrorism is a worldwide act as we speak. But every countries of the world, they are trying to make sure that terrorism is curtailed to the barest minimum. Terrorism is not, even though we know that there are some regions.
Are you telling us that the movement IPOB is a terrorist organization? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know
because what the council of President Tinubu said is that it was weaponized because Nnamdi Kanu, questioned the viability of the Nigerian government.
You see, the way IPOB was formed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the objective initially was a very good one, because across all the world, there is no, it's not a sin for somebody to ask for agitation. And if Nnamdi Mazi Kanu is asking for agitation, maybe he has seen the inequality in the body politic called Nigeria. I want to believe that when you see that, when you look at the way Nigeria is being crafted, you will see that when Nnamdi Kanu started off, it meant well. Along the line, some bad eggs infiltrated the organization and took over the reins. They were doing things that are not in consonance with his own objective. That is why the Nigerian state also label him as a terrorist, as a terrorist person. But he's not a terrorist person per se. But if you have had him, spoken so many times on many fora, and I don't see him because he is somebody who is very, very knowledgeable, very sound, and you cannot rubbish such a person when he is calling for agitation, even though you can agitate. But I don't believe that when you agitate, you should not carry arms to harm your own people. It is very, very wrong.
All right, I don't know if you understand what the politics are going on in Anambra. I don't know if you understand the politics a bit. Yes. You have an idea of what's going on in Anambra? There was party primaries in the weekend, during the weekend, which Soludo emerged the flag bearer of the party again. But we are looking at the records of Soludo in Anambra State? Has he done well? Has he performed well to deserve a second term?
You see, they say when you cook a very delicious meal, or you are cooking a very delicious meal, let me put it this way, and you have all the necessary spices to eat, and if you are walking along the lane, maybe along that corridor, the aroma of that delicious meal will hit you, and you know that this thing is, it's worth tasting. I think the people of Anambra should be the one to decide if Soludo will come back the second time, because I am in Lagos here. Even though I have not been to Abia, I could see what Governor Alex Oti is doing. It's all over the state. It's not that this is because when you say you want to come as a governor, as a governor of the state, let your scorecard be the one to speak for you. I don't like something maybe you're going to launder your image in the media or in the media, or trying to buy your way through. Because I want to believe that Anambra State should be the one to decide whether Soludo deserve a second term. Not.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you
Mr.
for having me.
That was a very great contribution from you. All right, Mr. Femi, good morning to you.
Mr. Michael.
Yeah, happy new week.
Happy New Week. May this week bring favor and blessing to all of us.
All right, thank you so much. All right, if the president could have the guts to declare an emergency rule in River State, he should be able to declare emergency rule in Plateau State as well. State of emergency should be declared in Plateau over incessant killing. That's what Arewa Consultative Forum is saying. Now, should the president act fast on this?
Honestly speaking, what is happening in the Plateau State is beyond state of emergency. Maybe the kind of state of emergency that they expect is for the sanction of the governor, remove the governor, put soldier there. State of emergency will last for 6 months, if I'm right. What will happen after the 6 months? 6 months. These people that are saying President Tinubu should declare state of emergency, the kind of Yoruba adage that suits for them is Agalata no, Ole you know no. They are the one that is causing problem in Plateau, and they are asking Mr. President to declare state of emergency. If he declares state of emergency after 6 months, what is going to happen? What is happening in Plateau, you cannot compare it with what is happening in River State. What is happening in River State is a political something, and Fubara play into the hand of his enemy. Why they are causing problem in that place when they are burning something? He refused to comment. He refused to visit even the site of that place. You are fighting with both Wike and Tinubu together, the number one, number two devil that we have in Nigeria, and you don't know how to play game with them. You play into the wrong hands. You want to play. It's like they join Madrid and Barca together. You now go and pick one underdog from you say because he's from UK. You go and they will beat you madly. That's what is happening. You see, issue of Plateau is beyond state of emergency. Maybe there will be a meeting, a national meeting where even these people that are calling for state of emergency will come in and we will ask them what do they really want in Plateau. Because this thing is not just started, it has been happening for very long. How many times are they going to declare state of emergency in Plateau? Obasanjo has once declared state of emergency in Plateau. Does he stop? Jonathan declared state of emergency in Borno, plus another 3 states. Has still stopped the killing insurgency in that place. They are the one that's supposed to declare state of emergency among themselves. Convert meeting that what is happening? Who are the people that are attacking Plateau? What do you want there?
What do you want from us?
What do you want from Plateau? How can we settle it? Please, will you stop? Attacking Plateau. State of emergency will last for 6 months and life continue. Killing will still be continue. That is the problem. So declaring state of emergency in Plateau, it will not solve any problem. It is the people that are behind taking over a particular place in Plateau. They are the one that is supposed to beg. Otherwise, there is nothing they can do about it. Plateau, Benue, Taraba. Who are the people that are after this place? What is their offense? What do they want? Is it a religious problem? Is it a land grabbing problem? Okay, look at Kaduna. Look at Southern Kaduna. Do they declare any state of emergency in Kaduna before we see peace now? Peace in Kaduna, I was watching one documentary on TVC with Babajide Otitoju, a market that has not been able to open for like 6-7 years. They have been opening it. A farmer came out and said, "Thank God, I can visit my farm. I've not been able to visit my farm for the past 7 years. Now I can go to my farm." It's not because of state of emergency. So what is happening in Plateau is beyond state of emergency. No state of emergency can solve it because it will last for 6 months. Do you want to declare soldier permanent to be there? Even if you deploy soldier there, these people, do you think there is no soldier there? There are soldiers there. But if you carry weapon, there are difference between having weapon and using it. There are difference between presence of soldier and do the needful. So it's beyond. They should not just politicize it. They are two different things. They are the one that's supposed to ask them. Call the same Fulani oligarchy. Ask our boys, what do they want in Plateau?
And people are asking too, what's the president doing about all this?
Mr. President, he can do.
He
can do, but he can do little. It's only little he can do. You will see that this problem is a continuous something.
But the primary responsibility
even when
any government to protect lives and
I know you can protect life and property, but you cannot. So far, you are able to tackle that thing from the source. You know this problem it was since Others+Adeboye-Nigerians day. This killing has started since Others+Adeboye-Nigerians day. So since people that are on listen dragon in Plateau, they have refused to stop, and they are not ready to dialogue.
But I believe a person that said is prepared for the job should be able to know the root cause of all this evil that is going on.
Mr. Michael, if you are prepared, it's not every student that fail exam not prepared. Some prepare also, but how well prepared are they?
Your witness, it was not well prepared.
You may be prepared, not well prepared, and you may even prepare for a war. When you get to war, you see something that is beyond you. And Nigeria politicians tell you that you prepare. You believe Nigeria politicians at your own peril. So it's all preparation. Everybody prepare now. Even some people that are coming out, it is after they prepare, they will see that the way they wear their shoe with the socks is not aligned. And it's prepare. It is some people that will say, this your okay. When I come here, you see me adjusting my button. Am I not prepared? I prepare now. But that was not part of my preparation. I'm telling you that there is a particular challenge. There are some people that don't want peace in Plateau. Who will ask them what they want and who will settle them? That is the thing. And insecurity in this part of our country has their own peculiarity. They have their own peculiarity according to their region. And the major thing that everybody is looking at is land grabbing or Islamization agenda. Which that kind of if there are a group of people that have that kind of agenda, it will be very hard for any president to come and put end to it. The kind of president that can come and put an end to it will be a sincere military man. What did I say? A sincere military man that doesn't dare anybody, like Sonny Abacha, that will not look anybody's face. You see, if you are waiting for Tinubu to come and solve the problem, Tinubu will politicize everything. He will use everything to do politics. Okay. Yesterday, I was looking at one guy called Mr. Silly. He usually mimic President Tinubu, cut one of the short video and use it to do comedy. Do you know what I observed? I said some of us here, we are qualified to be called philosophers. Do you know that it is every day I usually said, Tinubu, everything about his life is politics. Drink water politically, eat food politically, wear clothes politically. Even the activities in the other room, he politicizes it. Do you know the definition of Tinubu? When they ask him, what is democracy? He said democracy is a way of life. What is democracy? Democracy is government of people, by the people, and for the people, right? Tinubu said democracy is a way of life, which is culture. So, everything the man will do, he will first of all prioritize.
Is it not a way of life, truly?
To him, it's a way of life. To Tinubu, so everything he want to do, he prioritizes politics.
Government of the people now.
Culture, there are some culture that is not for people. Do you know? It's not people-oriented culture. It's a bad culture. We are condemning it. So culture is much more deep and heavier than democracy. So, but to him, it's
a way of life.
It's a way of life. He drink politics. He shit politics. That's what he's telling you. So,
but what's happening to the office of the National Security Advisor? Is it not giving the president the necessary advice or what?
Mr. Mike, you see,
don't you think the president needs to change his National Security Advisor?
That's one of another.
The way he sacked Mele Kyari in the oil sector.
Do you know the problem? I've said it that they need to send message to these people. I've not heard that they arrest people that can usually carry out this, heinous women crime all the time. Go out in the midnight, kill like 50 people before they break, and they will go scot-free, and you will not hear about arrest. What is their modus operandi? This is not the first time we have heard. Tinubu just used 2 years now. Have you forgotten? Almost every day. What is the modus operandi of these people? What do they want?
Killing people like animals.
Killing people like animals. And some states are being concentrated upon. What do they want? To tell you that in this country there are so many. That's security advisor you are looking at.
Even in Kebbi State, about 13 vigilantes were killed by Lakurawa. 13 vigilantes killed by Lakurawa. And down the paper, 2 soldiers, Boko Haram terrorists killed in Borno village attack. Borno State, Zamfara, Benue.
All these things were different.
Plateau,
were different garments. Go and listen to some of them in the north. All this insecurity they are creating is as economic, mission, political, and you can find a traces of religious in it. In all these places, like in Zamfara, almost they are dust in Zamfara. It's money. They say a sand of dust in some area in Zamfara is 5,000 naira. Just sand, maybe equivalent to maybe 1 bag of rice, 5,000 naira. Let alone, there is a blue diamond in Zamfara. But how do they want to do it so that people will not have access to it? Is to create insecurity, have a place for themselves that you cannot penetrate it.
All right, in the comment section, Alec, the country is already broken. State of emergency won't solve the problem.
It will solve it. It will solve it. Thank you for that guy. That is
all right, so if state of emergency, Michael, gentleman Mike, can you come closer? If state of emergency can't solve the problem, what else would solve the problem of insecurity in Nigeria? Has the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, addressed the root cause of this insurgencies?
Thank you. For me, I think he hasn't. It is interesting when I was listening to my brother and he talked about the fact that the people of that region must find solution to their issues. Much as I agree that they have a part to play, but when it comes to the security of lives and properties of every citizen of this country, it is the responsibility of government, as we have it in our constitution, 14.2b of our constitution states that very clearly that it shall be the primary. Constitution calls it the primary. That is
responsibility.
If you fail on that, you have no business in governance. That's the direct meaning of that statement. That if you fail to secure the lives and properties of the people that you claim to be governing, then you have no business in that office. That is exactly what it means. So in any part of the country where we are having insurgents at the moment, government must do everything, and I mean everything that it takes. You must give it whatever it takes. I don't care what the cause has been. I don't care. These are not communal clashes. I think we must state it very clearly. Communal clashes are things within that environment. These are some people coming to attack a particular people. Then there is more to it. The government must have the apparatus to unravel. They are the one that have such apparatus that can unravel whatever mystery that is behind those killings. So if government is not doing it, then we can begin to infer that perhaps government is in the know of those killings and they must be held responsible for those killings. So you cannot tell me that government is helpless. Michael, on the 15th of April 2013, there was a bombing in the US during the Boston Marathon. And a lot of people were injured. I think 1 or 2 people were killed or thereabouts. But where I'm going is that the government of that nation deployed everything at its disposal to ravel those that were responsible. It was caused by 2 brothers. One of the brothers were killed. As I speak to you, I think the younger brother is still in jail. If I'm actually correct. So, I mean, SWAT team. I was watching it on CNN. And then SWAT team were deployed, going from house to house to fish out those that were responsible for that bomb. That is how government must respond, irrespective of where, I mean, which part of the country such insurgence is coming from. You have a responsibility to address the issue.
Thank you, Mr. Michael. You are talking about, the way you talk now, you are talking about a country where sanity reigns. A country where all of them, they put America first. That is where there is sanity. Now you are talking about Nigeria, where, I mean, tribalism reigns supreme, where a particular tribe want to overshadow and take over the whole country as their conquest, and they hold that power, and where the politician, the contentious politician, has to go them to beg them before they take over power. That's why I'm saying, if we have a military man that will not look anybody's face, that will not look at Fulani oligarchs,
said like Abacha, right?
Abacha, did you consult anybody before you remove Dasuki? Those are the kind of people that can uproot that thing. You have to stop this thing that you will talk to. So we are talking about president that need to go and dine with Emir Sultan of Sokoto before he become president. The president that need to go and sit down with Alimangiri and dine with them. The president that you have to go and be walking from Sokoto to Kaduna before, and the president that you still want to remain in power. Use everything to politicize everything. They can slaughter any. That's what I think we are still going to the issue of maybe protest. If anybody invite me to come and protest in Nigeria, I will not answer them. Yes, now demons are looking for today now. They are looking for more blood.
You have to take it back. Very, very important.
Okay.
Aren't you going to take it back?
I will take. I will go and take my back. Let me tell. Well, they are looking for somebody else to kill. That is the truth of the matter. But they should do. I don't stop anybody from protesting. But me, I'm not going to be part of it.
It's obvious that we are not winning war against insurgency in the country. It's very, very obvious. It's clear. But does the continued failure to prevent or stop killing in Nigeria suggest an intelligence breakdown? Michael?
I mean, obviously.
What's wrong with that agency?
Obviously, there is a near collapse of intelligence when it comes to the security apparatus in our nation. It's clear because that is the core of combating insurgents. You must have the information, I mean, as fast as possible and respond before even the attacks come and all of that. So we have seen attacks back to back. In fact, military bases have been attacked in this country, and you should understand what it means to attack a military base. Ordinarily, it's supposed to be like a suicide mission if you are embarking on such venture. But we've seen terrorists do that time and again, which shows that there is complete collapse of intelligence, if there is any at all. And I think that is where Mr. President must wake up from. I mean, what I'm seeing doesn't suggest to me that the president is serious when it comes to tackling the level of insecurity. By now, even Nuri Ribadu shouldn't be in that office any longer, because I don't know what he's advising. What are you advising? That people are being killed almost on a daily basis. People are being kidnapped in their own country. Look at one of the papers today. There was a picture of IDP, internally displaced people. It was like a crusade. People living in their country, and yet, exactly, you have it in one of the papers here. People living in their country, yet they cannot sleep in their various homes. I mean, a state of emergency is needed even in the entire country, if you ask me, Michael.
Entire country.
In the entire country, so that we we face this issue once and for all.
Would you advise the president to sack Nuribadu?
Yes, of course. It's due for sacking, because when you are in a particular office and we don't see you, I don't even know what qualified Ribadu to be in that position in the first place. He was a retired, which position?
EFCC.
He was a retired police officer now. What was his experience? Do you know the problem of this country? Even after I've said that, a problem you will be find difficult to solve is problem that you yourself cause by yourself. You will find it difficult to solve it. When you cause a particular problem by yourself and you yourself, you know that you are the cause of this problem, then to find for solution, it will be very, very difficult. So what is happening is like a self-inflicted, injury. A president that, do you think they don't know where all these things are coming from? All this condemnation, we condemn, and they should go, they should follow they know. These people, they know. But they are ready to, politicize everything. Yeah. If Tinubu come out tomorrow now and he say, we know people that behind this thing, and okay, look at when they keep us on the daughter, and when people are accusing that it was a Fulani, the first question Tinubu asked, where was the cow? People that know that it was Fulani, that is the modus operandi of Fulani, that's how to operate, and he was questioning us to tell you that even if they remove the Badu and they go and go, who's the next? So Dudu Badu, whoever, go and call Dubai to handle that position. He will not do anything. There is difference between somebody that carry weapon and the person that want to use it. They may give you AK-47 or AK-67. If you are not ready to shoot it, will AK-47 shoot itself? So it's like a self-inflicted injury, created problem that will be very, very hard to solve. Removing subsidy may not.
Mike, in addition, I also think that part of the way forward, because we must not just lament, we must also be talking about the way forward to some of these issues. Part of the way forward that I think, especially in those communities that have been ravaged by terrorists, as it were, is that people, if government is finding it very difficult to protect the people as stated in the Constitution, and I think people should be allowed to bear arms. People should be licensed to. I can't just sit in my home and watch you come to kill me. It doesn't make any sense to me. If government is finding difficult, the state and all its apparatus cannot protect the people, people should be licensed to bear arms. If you know that the person you are going to meet has arms, you will think twice before you invade such community.
Are you thinking of the future implication of that?
See.
Whatever Nigerians now.
See, Michael,
they always misuse any opportunity.
Okay. We are thinking about the implication. What was the kind of genocide that we are witnessing in those communities?
Mr. Mike, right. let me comment. Do you listen to DSS Director General? What he suggested now, that people should form like vigilante group and defend themselves. He now said we are going to give you guidelines on the kind of weapon you can buy. There are weapons that are not leather. Not that leather. Even in America, it's not all weapon you can buy. It's not all gun you can buy. There are some level of gun you can possess. So, if what he's saying, to some extent, they should allow us to be able to carry some weapons, even if it is not that sophisticated. But the one, yes, to protect ourselves, to defend ourselves. It's not that we just come. It's not all the time these people carry gun. No, sometimes they use dagger. Sometimes they use arrow. So if it is possible that people should be, aware of the security needs in their area, form maybe something like vigilante and consult government. Which kind of weapon can we buy? Like I usually say that Amatekun, all this way, they are giving Amatekun then gun. If they give you, there are some weapons, they are not sophisticated, but it's not actually not gain. It's not like you have to be ahead. So consult, and those people should be ready to use it and be expert. Do you know what they call some people in Yoruba land? They call them they can tie wrapper and collect gun from somebody that won't gun. That's what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that.
Those ones now.
You listen.
No. You have to go the other way now.
Yes, now you have to. It may not be juju. So do you know? Do you know that some people carry gun, they cannot use it? It's not everybody they give gun can shoot you. You don't know? They give some people gun now, they will be shaking. They cannot shoot
Somebody
it.
like me.
Can you shoot a lizard?
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Freddy. Gentleman Mike, I really appreciate it. Are you? Will you be going out to protest? Okay. Hello, please, can we have the two together first, Mr. Olawale?
I'm the one next to him, not him.
Okay.
Now I'm telling him.
All right, can you come closer?
Come.
That's okay. That's okay, sir.
All right.
That's okay. All right, you are talking about insecurity in the country, the state of the nation. And let's look at what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said during the election. Of course, he talked about protecting the lives and properties of Nigerians. But are we seeing it, Kunle? Initially, or let's say in his first 6 months or so, I think the president was doing well in terms of
Combating
security, tackling
not
just Lakura insurgents,
definitely.
terrorists, as a whole. But what's happening now? Over the weeks now, like in 2 weeks or so, we've witnessed series of killings in Benue State, in Borno State, Plateau, about 50 or 50, over 60 people were killed. Ebonyi, Ondo State, even Zamfara. What's happening to the president? Is he losing it?
Yeah, what's happening with the president is the people that he engaged as national security advisor, as top hierarchies in the military, and the top hierarchy in the DSS. They are the ones to be profiled and they are the ones to be questioned, especially Malam Nuru Ribadu. He has overstayed in that position and he needs to be relieved of that position because one killing is too many. And you are aware, it's even your domain, it's even your constituency that the killing, majority of the killing is happening, and you've never bring any security informations that will prevent all those killing. And I said it last 2 weeks or last week, we said that there must be a gazette of the killings in this country, the serial killing in this country, and that has to be in the archive of the National Security Advisor. And as they don't do that, we are still going nowhere about this killing. As what's it called said, Kosu, which way Nigeria? Which way are we going? Is it the killing way we need to be going now, or is it the progressive way we need to be going? And the president, Mr. President, need to up his game, need to be very decisive, and need to just not looking at the political issues this time around. Let him assemble the people that can get the job done. Yeah, the DSS guy is doing a great job. That's the Tosin, he's doing a great job. AI is using AI to just combat every insecurity around. It's not like gun and everything. This time the world has gone beyond that. And Mr. President just put on a political agenda against the security of the nations. I mean, it's not going to be welcome to, because I don't like seeing blood on the floor, not to talk of witnessing killing. So, Mr. President, the ball is in your court now. You need to do the needful. If you have to sack some people, get them sacked for the progress of this country and for your own benefit too, because that alone can throw you out of the seats.
All right, that's Kule calling out on the president.
They won't say that
to do the needful on insecurity. Yeah. And one of our viewers is telling me to remind you of something here in the comment section. Yeah. And this is Udeze Chima. Yeah. Michael, it is the same Kule that came here last week and told us that security has improved under Tinubu. Please remind him.
Yeah, Mr. Udeze, when you look at the tension we had been when he came into power, the Lakurawa and all these non-state actors, the bandits, all sort of things, we hear them no more. What we are now witnessing, if you are not in Nigeria, what we are witnessing now are the select sectionists that are coming into different regions and to destroy the region. I'm talking of who are they? They are the Fulani henchmen. And if Mr. Odeze doesn't know, the agenda they brought was occupy the south, destroy all their lively means they can think of. I'm talking of the farm. They destroy all the farm. They destroy all anything that can stabilize the hunger in the south here. And if Mr. Udeze, if you have your family in the east, ask them how were the Boko Haram, how were the herdsmen encroaching their farm in your region there. Ask them questions. They will be able to tell you that it was an agenda to impoverish the south, to make us redundant, agriculturally redundant in our region there, and for them now to start with that hunger and entering us. A lot of them don't know this. A lot of them don't know this. It was an agenda, right, to weaken the south, because if it was not an agenda, what are the what Boko Haram, what are the Fulani herdsmen doing on our farmland? And I was telling you, there was a man that spent all his life in Germany, and he came from that Ibarapa or Axis. That's your state, and I think that's your Axis there. Yeah, I mean, or your Axis. Yes, you know. And this guy brought everything he has labored for just to empower his country, just to bring development to his state. What happened when he embarked on his agricultural agenda? What happened? The Boko Haram came, the herdsmen came, and all what they did was to, you know, rampage on that farmland, and they destroyed everything. And the worst part of it was the guy was killed at the end of the day. So this was an agenda, but a lot of us, we don't think deep, we don't think outside the box to know that there's an agenda to occupy it and to silence the Southerner. And I was so happy, as I keep saying, that the Pandects, they are waking up, and the Afenifere, they are waking up, and the Ohanize, they are waking up, because it's not a battle that the only non-state actor will fight.
All right.
It's a general battle.
All right.
It's a regional battle.
Hold it a bit. Mr. Olagide, you're welcome.
Mr. Mike,
All right.
say good morning to everybody all over the world.
All right.
Welcome to Luba Stand this morning with Luba and Command.
Where did the president get it wrong? It seems he was trying at some point, but we don't know what's happening now.
The president didn't get it wrong some way. The matter has been on before he came. In fact, it got worse under Buhari regime, because Buhari took it to the highest level. The level of security we have in this country now was heightened by Buhari deliberately and surreptitiously, because it was playing a game underground for enthronement of Fulani over the whole community of Nigeria. Settlement of Fulani, establishment of Fulani community, legalized, legitimized Fulani community in every part of the country under the guise of Uruga. And with the sole aim of trying to now, from then, when they will have a legitimized settlement in every part of the community of Nigeria, launch from there on one and capture and clear every other part of Nigeria in a clear agenda of Fulani domination, Fulanization agenda of Nigeria. That's what they are all about. But fortunately for the Nigerians, that the power of occupancy to allocate land to anybody rests with the governor, not with the president. That is what made that program to fail. Fulanization agenda of Buhari, enthronement of Fulani settlements at every locality. Because when people reacted to it, then people rose up against it. And the governors were now alerted that is the main point of why it was happening. So they lost out. The government were now promulgating anti-open grazing laws on all the states, checkmating open grazing by Fulani herdsmen on all lands. So the heighting of this matter came under Buhari. It was that what Tinubu inherited from Buhari. Now, another thing is that another point is this. That's the first point. Another point is that the people of this so-called Fulani herdsmen, they hold most allegiance to the other Fulani herdsmen of other nations than to their Nigerian citizens, whom they are the same country together. Their allegiance, their love is to other Fulani of other nations. So they believe in them to come in to help them to come and subdue, capture Nigeria. So those one who were invited to help them launch the war, when they could not win the battle the ambassadors to come and do, they settle in Nigeria. Those are the ones that even now make the something more aggravated because their intention was to come help their brother in Nigeria, subdue everywhere. But when that's in front of Buhari, they couldn't go back. They retain where they scatter all over the Nigeria. They are the one even causing more of the harm. The Fulani from other nations that was brought in by Fulani of Nigeria in the agenda of Ruga or other Buhari, which was aborted. So what we can do now is that, Mr. Mike, let every community. I see pity when I see here all this fighting, killing in every community. Because until those community members rise up to their defense, where the Fulani husband get the AK-47 they are putting up and down, must you be making noise to government that you want to get your own arm? If Fulani husband can get their own arms unannounced, unprovoked, and they are used to carry out terror against people, let individual community know how they can arm themselves too, and form a resistance group, a security group in their locality. By the time you have a security group in this locality, you have there. Where will Fulani now go and hide? Where will they stay and begin to perpetrate such people? But because people of the community are still lying idle, they still crying foul. Hey, Fulani kill us today, and they will continue to kill them until they wake up and begin to arm themselves. Yes, because Fulani men are arming themselves, and there's no security men that have arrested any of them. Tell me what security man that have arrested any Fulani man that have been tried? No Fulani man have been arrested and tried in any court of law in Nigeria. See, they been clean.
So where have there been so few arrests of convictions and prosecutions of these evil perpetrators?
There's never been anyone
in the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Even in the past administration too.
That's what I'm telling you.
Of Buhari.
That's what I'm telling you.
Why have there been so few prosecution and convictions
Mr. Man,
of these people?
You are talking of you. Me, I've never seen anyone. I'm very current. In the other Buhari, there's never been anyone arrested and convicted. Even other Buhari, other Tinubu, there's never been anyone. Fulani husband, there's not been anyone. I don't know where you get your own part of feel. You are entitled to your own opinion anyway. As far as I'm concerned, there's not been anyone arrested and convicted by any Fulani husband. Because doing this act, because they are smarter in their game. They come when people are sleeping. They don't come there face to face and confront people. No, they come the dawn, the midnight, the dawn hours of the day when people are far in their sleep, begin to kill, shoot, and burning. But what I'm saying is that if the inhabitants of these community are form themselves into defensive force of their community, arm themselves too. Don't care how you get your arm. After how the Fulani herdsmen get their own arm, is government aware of this? And then segmented. And then depending on the territory, where would they now stay? I'm going to kill around.
All right, in the comment section, someone is saying the end is break up and total revolution. I'm afraid before anything can make sense.
Yes.
That's the end is break up.
Yes, I agree with him.
All right, moving on to Raymond. Okay, another person here. Okay, Lucky. Nigeria wahala tire man. Meanwhile, the political class is not concerned. Okay. They are looting for 2027 election.
Yeah.
Lucky from Newcastle.
Okay. Lucky from Newcastle.
Yeah, we have another president. Okay, Kate Perry. Okay, is this how protest was being done in a serious country? Okay, what about the protest that's ongoing?
Mr. Mike,
aren't you participating?
I'm not participating in any protest.
What?
Yes, I'm not participating in any protest. I've made up my mind to always pay the price of this one I'm doing every morning. I believe in this one I'm doing. Mr. Mike, I'm telling you, not go and participate because look, we have people in the office who don't want to say the life of Nigerians, respect the rights of Nigerians. They will unleash armed men, security men at you to kill and destroy you. They don't believe you have a right to protest. Wherever they see on the streets, protest against them is being seen as enemy. So I won't waste I won't be stupid in going into any action that I know will cost me my life. No. But this is what I'm doing. I'm paying my own service too. I'm paying my own sacrifice by talking, by contributing. To make sure that
by voicing out on the state of the nation.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Kule.
So I won't go to that extent of doing that because the people in the end of affairs, they have no respect to any life. They waste it and nothing will happen.
Do you foresee any form of clamp down on the protesters today?
Yes.
Oh, Mike, the protesters, they are just coming there to while they wait time. I don't think any serious protester is coming up. What I'm really concerned is about the security of myself, of my family, of my friends, of my every one of us. What are we still looking at? The Malami of this world, the Attorney General under Buhari, said they captured some sponsorer. You know, there's no, you can't be dancing reggae without somebody beating the beats behind. Now, they said they caught some people in Dubai who are sponsors of these bandits, Boko Haram, the S-Men, all sort of things. And they will be given secret trials. Malami is still secret trial, my brother. Secret trial. I was witnessing it. Go and verify what I'm saying. Secret trial. I now say why secret trial? That means the case will be died as already is dead on arrival. Now the Malami is still alive. Who are those sponsors? Who are those sponsors that need to be, they fish out and get as a deterrent for all this atrocity that is happening? Nigerians, we know where we're supposed to go. Mr. President, that is where you're supposed to go now. Invite Malami to let you know all the sponsors of these bandits or this Boko Haram. He knows them. Malami, Attorney General of the Federation, he said it wholeheartedly on the media. And how come we've not seen any scapegoats? How come it was a secret trial, not open trial? If it was open trial, you will have been seeing it. The media will have been covering it. But it wasn't an open trial. It was a secret trial. But you see, the only solution I still keep saying is let everybody go on his way and answer his father's name. Because that is the solution for Nigeria now.
All right.
Anybody that is telling you policy, all these things, you still have a long way to dream.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you
so much.
It's a pleasure. Then my Port Harcourt friend said I should extend the greetings to, he just saw me hit there last week, and I ought to have said this. He said he's going to come out around and visit all of us. I think they are Wike's guys, and they are having a good fun abroad, and he said he loved the way with it, and they said I should greet you, and he single-handedly recognize, say, okay, I should keep on with what I've been doing. And is, the truth I'm standing on, I have to be the truth.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate your contribution this morning. I'm so lucky come closer.
Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
All right, good morning. You're welcome on the program.
Yeah.
What's wrong with our security architecture? What's wrong?
Good morning, my brother.
What's the president doing about the incessant killing in the country?
You see, my happiness today is a lot of people is coming back to me. Always when I saw Bola Tinubu, I say, Bola Tinubu cannot do anything concerning security. Even the economy, everything is zero. You know, today, I will not seeing it. Ordinary pinch. We pinch in Edo State. You look as if the whole Nigeria to collapse. Now, all that security, go there and get some of this stuff. We need to protect our environment. And that's what we are doing in Europe and Edo State. And allow us to do that. We are not carrying weapons. And those that carry weapons, that's why I ask you, when you see a snake in your house, will you leave it? Or you kill it? And when we do that, the whole Nigeria want to crucify Edo. But thank God, the atmosphere is coming down. But in Plateau State, I was expecting the president to declare state of emergency. In Plateau State, every day killing. Every day killing. I saw this paper now, 1,200 people outside. And what is it doing? Our president, where is it now? Maybe it should be in France.
It's in France.
Enjoying our money. And put people who cannot do anything, like people like Rubado, political post. So, for me, there's nothing we can say, politics cannot do anything. The only thing is that, for me, Nigeria need to come out. Not only killing. Every aspect of anything alive is zero. Economy, even anything, you can't put up anything. So, how much more? And what is Socio doing is just to remove this put, is removing put. Say putting people cannot do anything. Ribado is supposed to go out now. Even what happened in Uromi, Ribado is supposed to go out. Go, why? How do you allow some people carrying weapons going up at the AK-47? And the Edo people who are very wise saw them. And they were, if you see, they were bragging with the vigilante that led that killing. Today, Opera, crucify Edo, crucify Uromi, kill this. We cannot stop monitoring our area. That's it for me. Putting hope in President Tinubu security, I can't do that. I have to protect myself.
You don't believe he can still address this?
Where, even the man that is laying down sleeping in Asorok or sleeping in France, what's he going to do? What can Ribado do? What can the Commissioner of Police do? They can't do anything. Where were they when this weapon was going around? Where were they? So they can't do anything.
Benjak, any progress
Well, my name is
in
Benjak.
security?
In security, when I find out in Nigeria security, I don't find anything they can able to do because they have already failure. So Nigeria security cannot do anything. They cannot protect. They say they are there to protect life and property, but they are not protecting anything. What they are protecting, they are safe. Protection where there's money. Where there's money, that is where they can go. They're after money. Not that they're after human being. Not that are coming to protect anybody. The country security have already total fair. 100% total fair. But before this problem will solve, and this problem will never solve by kingdom come. The problem killing must be going on, The only solution will stop it is a newborn baby called Biafra nation. That is where the killing, the Fulani herdsmen will stop.
In Nigeria or in the East?
Once that nation have already come to stay, Africa will shake, Africa will stand. Because they will be the world power of Africa. What they say is what Africa will follow. All this Fulani herdsmen, everything will stop. Nigeria will have rest of mind. But as of now, there's no rest. The insecurity, nothing like insecurity. They are not working.
Yeah, are there factors hindering the president from winning the war against insecurity in the country? Is there anything?
You see, let me give you an example. It happened during Buhari time. I don't think they are just mapping money for security at the end budget. They are not even oversighting those as of rep, looking to see, listen to Nigerians. They are secure. They are okay. They have army, have SSS. In fact, day, night, CCTV everywhere in their compound. But they don't listen to Nigeria. They don't listen to us. You know, somebody last interview I granted for you. Somebody called me and said, Lucky, they only listen to me every day. You know, in Nigeria, yeah, they listen to me. I wish our government listen to you like that. You see, the point is that all they know every year, they make budget, billions, all these things. All the jet, Buhari said he bought for America, to Kano, I was the name again. Have you had anything against sir? And the bandit, they are taking over. Let me tell you something. That's why I always refer to our Edo people. We are capable. Asia people, we monitor our bush. We monitor the express. We don't believe all these police and army who are just marty checking point. Their own is to collect money. But we, our vigilante, let me give an example. If you travel from Okada to Kogi State, all you see there is vigilante. You can't see police. Go around, push to bush.
You are so proud of your area.
If we are not vigilant, do you think we see those people?
And we saw a situation where some of your
no,
were running away.
No, sir. See, these are old videos.
From attack by the North after unleashing that attack on the 16 hunters.
Sir, let me tell you, those who are running, they were on no ETG. Sir, most of them are all these bloggers. They are just using it to make money. You know, not we go where Dimasha. Where will they go? That's the answer. Where our own village, where they born us, you know, it can happen. Let me tell you, it was those Fulani who was backing their law. We don't kill anyhow. We don't fight anyhow. We are a peaceful nation. But the point is that if you find us trouble, they'll be killing our people, pregnant women in Urobi. We can go to farm. But our hands are very sharp. If all Nigeria, even Southwest, South, even deep Plateau there, Plateau that is every day killing. I don't think people, they are not serious. As General, Gawan, Danjuma, some of these people, I don't know what's wrong with them. They can't protect their people, you know. So what I'm saying, I can't put hope on President Tinubu. What Tinubu is doing now is to succeed 2027. He's not interested of protecting Nigeria. I am telling the truth. Otherwise, okay, Zamfara, Edo, River, all France state are not peaceful under his watch. Even Buhari self, At least if there is war, we still find food to eat. Is that not so? We still eat. But Tinubu, where's the food? Where's the light? Where's the transport?
And
Where's the economy? Where's the money? Ogun State, where I reside, is a prison state. Prison. Okay? Prison state. I'm telling you the truth. Lawlessness, you can't see government, anything in that area. If we are staying in Mowe, not only Mowe, a big place like that, where you have Redeem, MFM, you know what happened? 18 passengers died on Friday when MFM was having a program. Why? There is no security to conduct that particular place. They die, Sarah. So what I'm telling you, we have a president for South who we think is going to change things. Kind of security, zero. Economy, zero. Light, zero. You know, what are we going to talk about it? All you know is, I remove this, I put this. That's what president is supposed to do. And now people are happy. They move Abakari for NFPC. My brother, there's no changes. Everything still remains. Where has gone up? So for security, I am not going to fight for President Tinubu.
All right, Benjak, is it true that the North that are crying out loud now that the president should declare state of emergency on insecurity and Plateau State, in particular, are the same North that are instigating this crime or crisis there? This crisis.
We have to come to other sides and Plateau State in the North. All these things, this killing is going on, and which some of their leaders, let me say the governors, they're supposed, that was say, think for what we do for your state or for what we do for Nigeria. But the governors, the president, the senators, they are not thinking for what they will do for their state or what they will do for the nation. They are thinking for their own self. If they can think, say, yeah, we'll come out from, it is masses that bring us out. Let us work for them. All these things will stop. They will find way to tackle it out. But since they are thinking by themselves, they cannot do anything. So when we are talking about security, whoa, if I have the power, I will secure myself first. But if I'm seeing something that bad that coming, what the government is supposed to do, this is where they're supposed to. They secure the people's life. They secure the property of the people. That is where they will have more strength. But they are not doing so. And killing must be going day by day. So let them come back if they can come back. But I don't think the governors, the senators, the House of Rep, all of them can come back and think wise. Think for what you do for your people. Not thinking how to be forwarding money out of the country. This is what they're doing. They are thinking the way they'll be forwarding money out of why things will be going bad in the nation, in the states. What place can you stay? Can you go and have rest of mind? There's no place in Nigeria now. Let me say formally, in Imo State, we say, okay, when we work money here, we move down to Imo to go enjoy ourselves, but you cannot go back to Imo to enjoy yourself again because insecurity.
All right, thank you so much, Jack. We really appreciate your contribution this morning.
Okay, sorry, the Easter is coming. I don't know, because no matter how we are crying, we still, my brother, we still thank our brother who are supporting us other way. I know there's no way we must eat rice, whether people like it or not, we must eat rice, and I believe that you are as a boss, and maybe we'll come tomorrow and we have to hammer that Abioga. We are Christians, so we believe in God. I believe in God. I don't lie. I believe in God, but I have to take the destiny on my hand. All right. The protesting, I will join them.
Protest today?
Yes, I'm going to join them. I don't have a job. I don't have anything. If I die, I die. If I survive, I survive. If we have to test Tinubu small, let's check Tinubu. We check Buhari. Let's check Tinubu. If we quiet like that, you look as if we have moved. If they don't want to go, let us go. We protest. We must follow them.
Whether they listen or not.
Whether they listen or not. Send a message. I believe from that protest, anything can happen. Let's test Tinubu small. We test Jonathan. We test Buhari. We test this thing. Don't just say, I'm not going to go for protest. I'm not going for protest. They will kill. Do you know how many people died every day? So, how we go?
All right, thank you so much. Lucky Pastor, let's have you two together with Raphael before we go this morning. All right, you're welcome.
What's the name of the woman that is doing birthday?
Mrs. Enoma.
Norma.
Norma,
Norma, Edo State. Happy birthday to you, madam. We are wishing you the best, all the best in life. Happy birthday. Your month is April. This April is for your prosperity, your breakthrough, your long life, your, let me say, wishing you good life and everything that God has been planning for you is perfected in this month. In Jesus' name.
All right.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, Pastor Biafra, you're welcome.
Good morning. Happy birthday to Enoma. May God give you long living, add more years to your age in the name of Jesus. You will live longer and you will live older. My grandmom died at the age of 130 something years. And I pray for you that you will live, if by the will of God, older than my grandmother in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
All right, thank you so much for coming this morning. Let's quickly deviate from what we're from insecurity to what's going on in Anambra State. I know you are from that state. Yeah, the political tension in Anambra State. There was party primaries in the weekend.
And they have the people that won under Labour, APGA, and
APC.
APGA and APC.
APC.
They have actually emerged out. Okachuku, then Labour Party, and Soludo for APGA.
For APGA.
Okachuku, I think, is for Okachuku is for, I think, Labour, and the other man. I think
Infrastructurally, economically, security-wise, do you think Soludo deserves a second term?
There's no security in Anambra State. He would rather go to his masters Fulani to, align with them, so that when we are saying A, he will be saying B. Arresting native doctors and fighting lesbians and homosexual school cultists is not the prime issue that we are facing in Anambra State. What we are facing in Anambra State now is that the agenda, Obi stood for or came for, and the Obiano, Soludo is not following up because there's no development. There's dustbin everywhere on nature. Anambra State is dirty. The insecurity is on alarming rate because instead of at least funding Eastern Security Network, they form another one, Ebubago and Udogachi, and I've never seen any work they have done so far. Instead of combing the forest, manning the farmland, they are busy extorting money at Upper Work. I saw it on social media. So what happened is that coming out with other security outfits, is okay. But you should know that there is one security outfit in Anambra State, in Imo State, and other southeastern states. That is Eastern Security Network, being very, very effective. To the level that Alesoti has come out and said he is going to use ESN because actually Nigerian police, the military, and other, security agencies are not meeting up. Yes, in terms of security in Igbo land, in Abia State. So the young man, the good governor, has actually abandoned Ebubago. He's not even initiated any other security outfit. He's looking towards using ESN. He came out and made his stance so boldly. Federal government, they are entitled to federal everybody. But the state governors has been vetoed to be the chief security officer of his state. So it don't dictate to him to use military or soldier or police. If they are not being effective, he has the veto power to at least choose whom to use. Local vigilante, hunters, and so on and so forth. And the Lesotho has at least resorted to using ESN because they are very, very effective since its inception.
From what you are saying, what I can gather is that Soludo has underperformed. He has not performed well.
He has performed below expectation. Expected of him.
Which means we should be expecting a takeover from that government. Which means APC
might take over.
Yeah, might take over.
I reject it in Jesus' name. The worst political party in Africa, the worst political party Nigeria has ever witnessed.
But you just
is
said
APC.
Soludo did not perform.
But I did not tell you. But I did not tell you that APC. I did not tell you that it's APC that will replace it. We have Labour Party.
Okay.
We have let's say PDP. See, the three major political parties
in this
on the line now, underlined to be, people's choice are number one, Labour, 2, APGA, 3, PDP. Not even we don't look towards it. The kind of havoc APC has created in Igbo.
But the candidate of the APC said APC
is
will take over power.
We don't care. We don't care what he's saying. He should plan to rig election in Anambra State, and God will take his life. The home state of St. Tabans, Iwene. Oga never dare us. He should try to truncate Anambra people's choice. God will reduce him to zero. Oga, we are spiritually inclined in Africa. Anambra is where I come from. We produce sense. If not number one in Africa, we know God we are serving. APC can never, Tinubu can never rig election in Anambra State. You know the fear. Tinubu can never rig election in a place that progenites. We are the progenitors of the Igbos. You know where we come from.
You said you are spiritually inclined, and your governor.
Too much.
Your governor
we
is
are
busy,
a chosen land among the nations.
busy destroying shrines, arresting abolitionists, traditionalists.
Shrines are abomination before God, idolatry. I am from Chukwuka Biamma.
But it's also spiritual.
God of Abraham, I don't know about his spiritual aspect, his level in spiritism or spiritualism. I'm telling you that we are Joshua's generation, Anambra people, Igbos, a chosen land among all the nations of Africa. Let me not talk because Israel is there. That's it. A chosen land among the nations. I'm not hiding it because I know where I'm coming from. Anambra State is Obododike. We are like Iroko. We don't hang on the air. You can't hang us on the air. If APC tries it in Anambra State, they will fail woefully. That representative of APC, God will remove him. I don't say because we don't quiet people. No, we know the quiet people, Mike. If Tinubu come, God will start from where his strength ends. I don't put them like that. If Tinubu try to rig election in Anambra State, he will try and try and try. We go call Tinubu to order, and that Anambras, we will be giving Tinubu money. Him and his Nigeria stolen money. We will give him money 10 times and make our right choice.
According to citizens of that state, the governor has not really performed up to expectation. Don't you think this will give room for the All Progressive Congress and other parties to take over?
Yeah, definitely it will. But on the point of other corrections, why is it that you always mention All Progressive APC? I want to know the special thing that APC has given to you. No, given to him, Mr. Mike, the anchor, that you so much have them in your mind that you want to speak. You only mention APC or Progressive. What have they given to you? What have you benefited from them? Nothing. So when you are talking about somebody else taking over Soludo that is capable, we look in the angle of the one. They say seeing is believing. I believe in practical. I don't believe theory much. You understand? I believe in what I see. If you watch the political parties that have performed in this country, I give that kudos to who? To Labour Party, Alex Oti. When it comes to the eastern region of Nigeria, Alex Oti, with the evidence that Alex Oti has placed on the ground, it gave me the conviction that and the satisfaction that the best political party so far in Nigeria today, currently, even as I speak to you now, that I'm still breathing, is Labour Party.
So definitely, it's likely.
Yeah, now you are talking. Now you are talking.
Statement. All Progressive Congress and other parties in the state.
Not all Progressive Party, but Labour Party taking over.
And other parties there.
Except
parties, right?
Beside APC.
That's what you say.
Beside APC.
That's what you say.
Beside APC. So we have Labour.
So it's not
the capable ones.
For All Progressive Congress and other parties in the state to take over.
It gives room to other parties except All Progressive
Congress.
Because
we don't want them.
My reasons
What
are
of Labour
this.
Party? You don't want Labour Party? as
Labour
well?
Party can win election because what he said so far, emphatically, is Labour Party. He
It's
laid
still
the
the best
emphasis.
party.
Yes, now.
For now.
The best evidence we have seen, I say I believe
The
in seeing.
emphasis is on
Are you getting
But
it?
do the people of Anambra believe in Labour Party?
125,000.
Why not?
Because I think the party dominating that political sphere there is APGA.
And Apuga presently has deviated from being Apuga. Now it is Fulani Apuga.
Yes, I agreed with him. It is now Fulani Abuga, not the Abuga that we know.
Perspective. I speak from the current perspective.
Based on the situation on the
Perception
ground,
of
what is happening?
going on in Anambra State politically? Chuma Soludo is now an errand boy of the Fulanis.
Are you getting it?
Actually, Apuga has stopped from being Ojuku party to Fulani party.
That's
Not even Ojuku
My
party
own opinion,
alone.
and the people has been seeing it all around.
Not even
Anambra State.
Ojuku party. Not even Ojuku party alone, because a tree cannot make a forest. But the Abga is known as Igbo party. Not Ojuku now, but Biafran party.
So why has it become a Fulani party?
It becomes a Fulani party when Soludo have deviated from the foundation and now followed Fulani system of governance. Begin to dance the music of, Kangaroo dancing, Fulani dancing. That is why he made that statement, and which I supported him. So the party now we are looking up to, and we will give our vote, is Labour, because so far so good. They have performed, beyond. They have beaten our imagination
And expectations.
You understand? So that is why.
You know one thing, Biafra evangelist. If Mike could take a tree, as if Mike
could travel.
To Anambra.
Yeah. No,
listen,
not Anambra.
Abia State.
Abia State.
Okay.
When you
Yes.
come back, you will actually give me, the feedback. Because Abia State has become the Dubai of not only Nigeria but Africa. That's a visionary leader, Alex Oti, a lawyer, a banker,
Do you know
I don't
that
understand.
Obon? You know Obon
a
now?
visionary governor.
Pastor Obon.
Ubang.
Obon.
Always kick
Kalabama.
against him.
The Calabar man that always kick against the
Against
Biafran, the
the
Igbos. Do you know what happened? Glory be to God, he managed to travel this year. As he traveled this year and returned back,
Before getting to cross-
do you know what happened? He returned back
Not see by himself.
and start confessing.
Obon-
He say, Abba, fine, oh, say he reach Abba, oh. Say if you see Abba, for the first time in his life,
Now,
if you see, because the governor made a promise. He said he's competing with where? Dubai. He's not competing with Lagos, that is competing with Dubai. You understand? Obon came back and shared the testimony with us.
under 6 months.
Because it's been a quite while that many years ago you have not been traveling. That is why he's talking to Igbos, talking anyhow. But now that he travel, he have a little orientation changes.
Nathan Alabu, Professor Soludo will win before 12 noon. He has no tough challenger.
Anyway,
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel Abu,
Is it
I
true
think,
that he
yeah,
has no
that's
challenger
excuse.
Okay.
If you ask me, I think maybe he has been following what is going on,
In Anambra.
events of, political
In
events
Nigeria.
Anambra State or
In Nigeria.
that can actually or could actually condition him to make that kind of statement. Because if you ask me, every Anambrans will tell you that Soludo is not working. Do you know what it took Obiano to at least convince people he was working? One day, the former governor actually arrested the anomalies going on in Onitsha, within Onitsha. Onitsha is a dustbin dump. Onitsha is a commercial city overrun previously by criminals. You can't stop at
that's true. That's true.
the bus stop. You can't stop there. And match
Before.
and waste like 2 minutes. Obiano changed the Onitsha. And other works Obiano did. Obiano gave us, I'm from a kingdom. If you hear about that man that burned the Holy Book from God, Mweri, we are Mweri. We are all Mweri. Obiano gave Mweri International Airport. And Obiano is from Aguleri.
It doesn't look at you where you come from, either from Idemili or Ihiala or Aguata. These are constituencies in Anambra. He did work. I don't know whether you are listening. Soludo came. We hail him because he's an economist. Today we are not seeing anything. Econo. That's econo when be professor of what? Econo or banking and financing. Come and professor for Anambra State. This professor turned himself to ugly mucheche. All his performances in Anambra State is out of contest. No, Soludo is not getting it right. Had it been he is, I would have been pouring encomium praises on him. Nothing. He's not doing anything. He just wake up now. He want to win election. He's killing both cultists to Libya or everybody, anybody where he touch, raise the hand on. He will disalive you. Okay, ask me whether it's good. Mike, a girl was arrested with fellow girl. Tell me, a girl was arrested with her fellow girl. They were questioning if they were having intimacy. Before this questioning, actually they have stripped her. She was naked. He said, okay, even if I'm having intimacy, okay, it's lesbianism, fine. You go and enact a law and make it public that if we arrest such person in Anambra State or people or ladies, we are going to take action. No law in Anambra State that said woman will not embrace.
Even in Nigeria, yeah.
Even in Nigeria. Why disgracing those girls? Udogachi stripped them, 2 of them. Arrested one day, interrogate that one. It is shameful. Anambra State did not ask you to go and arrest homo men where they go rob the stick. No. If caught, the locals, the communities know how to deal with them decisively. Anambra State government has no such law. This is what the Soludo regime has been seriously engaging on cultists, on lesbians, homo, native doctors. They arrested as a Jesus. It concern you. Somebody is claiming to be Jesus or is doing miracle or whatever. Leave him and God. Face politics, face leadership, face governance. Give Nigeria, give Africa, give Anambra State quality governance. Stop looking at the side of Akwa. After investigation now, they have not seen skull, no human head. He's now after Ezenwai. You know what I mean by Ezenwai? All those women with rebel, where you see all over Lagos, where they beg money, say, we say, make we pray for you. Golam.
Like all this.
All those who are in Igbo land, they go do one kind of rubbish slums near the river, sometimes in stream, in the bush. Tie red wrapper. So are they the problem of Anambra State?
You also have it there.
We are not expecting Soludo to be engaging himself on those irrelevant matters. Then again, I come again, listen truth from me. Any native or witch doctor that is using human parts, if caught, it will face capital punishment. I'm saying it. I'm not supporting idolatry. What I expected Soludo to do is develop Anambra State. Develop Anambra State. Leave Fulani alone. Fulani has been succeeding. They are on second segment of Fulani conquest. Second one, after they failed in the 18th century. Second one started earlier. After the war, 1966, 67 down to 70, Fulani started their second conquest. And Yoruba and Igbo should be very, very careful. It is no longer white-collar job. No, as Yoruba they do. Yoruba believe in government working, month ending, job, forget. Che, wow, blah, blah, listen. This time, I'm an Igbo man. Yoruba and the Igbo should be serious. Fulani is coming to dislodge everybody. With all their bloody intimidation. Chebi Nurom is 16, Abi. Plateau State 50.
60, over 60.
Over 50.
Over 60.
Earlier on, 300 and something in Benue State. Buhari did not do anything. The same Tinubu will be president, no say anything. Now, ordinary 16 armed terrorists were lynched in Edo State. Fulani men. The same terrorists in the north are giving Nigeria 24 hours. And we have police, we have soldiers. Do you know that Toji Bello, the bandit leader, has been
respected on and off in his community. Anytime he went for aid, they will give him royal welcome. An IPOB man that is supporting his Biafran land is always tied to the stake. Sometimes they shot at sight in the past. It's gonna stop and it has to stop. Fulani has come to invade Nigeria. The whole tribes should rapport together this time around to drive these people away. It is possible. It was possible in CAR in 2013. When their excesses was too much in Central African Republic, the whole local tribes gathered against Fulani and do what? Sack all of them. They are no longer there. Burkina Faso, the almighty leader in Africa currently, 30-something-year-old Ibrahim Traore, has given Fulani quick notice. Go to social media and read. Go to internet. Ask your Google. Ask Wikipedia. Ask them. Alexia, they will tell you this story. He gave them quick notice that he doesn't want, because why? He has embarked on agricultural revolution in Burkina Faso. And you know what it means? Grazing cows are the highest factor militating against agriculture in West Africa. They will graze the land, destroy the bush fallows, I mean the content of the soil, with their dunlop, that's their chew where a cow wear on the leg. It can match the ground, whom soil will die, loamy soil will die, clay soil will die. There are materials, the composite materials that what manure, bring manure to the soil. If you people don't do read agriculture, there are living organisms that God created. Now them they give the legumes, all those crops, manure to grow. Nitrifying bacteria, that is the name. And the food of the cows, they match them, kill them. Okay, we don't need cows in Burkina Faso. He came out, he has given Fulanis quick notice to leave. Nigerians, because Yoruba is fond of Guinea block or Pomo, that's why Yoruba allow Fulani to be in